Good to have you. So what do you think Facebook and all the Libra consortium really have to do to make this good for the world?
Well, I think at the most macro level, it's been good for the world because it's brought a lot of attention on a set of technologies that really can benefit mainstream banking, mainstream consumer experiences around banking. I think there's a little bit of perhaps arrogance and maybe Silicon Valley arrogance with how Facebook approached this and just kind of somewhat brazenly running into some things without checking some of the boxes. And I agree with the intro there that Secretary Mnuchin, in order for these technologies to be used well and taken advantage of, it has to be done in a regulatory compliant way. We can't expose more risk, and whether it's terrorism financing, whether it's money laundering, these are things that from its core, Ripple really has been focused on making sure we're partnering with the existing system.
Brad, what do you mean by arrogance? I mean, I know Facebook and Libra, they published this white paper, but they haven't actually rolled out any kind of service or any kind of product yet. And they said they did this so they could begin a conversation with regulators. What would have been a better way to go about it?
Well, I think, Morgan, it's a good question. I think the conversation with regulators for Facebook started some time ago, and I think they had heard loud and clear some of these reservations. And I don't think really they took the time to address some of them. A surprise to me, for example, in the 28 groups that are signed on to the Libra white paper, you have 0 banks. I think that's just a stark contrast to where we think this world should come from. There is a huge opportunity to change the way financial systems work that is very beneficial to consumers, businesses, et cetera. But again, it's not competing with the banks. David Marcus came out when he announced Libra and said this spells the end of Western Union. That was a huge call to action to banks around the world that have been watching big tech players that they're fearful are going to come into this space.